Hi there, Brittany Canaski here of Hello Velocity. I am a leadership coach and trainer, and a lot of my coaching clients have actually never worked with a coach before. So I wanted to record this video if you're also in that instance and you wanted to learn more about coaching and specifically what my style of coaching looks like. So, first off, what is coaching? The International Coaching Federation, or ICF, defines coaching as partnering with clients in a thought provoking and creative process that inspires them to maximize their personal and professional potential. In other words, coaching is a partnership that provides structure and accountability so that you can better understand what you really want, learn to stop getting in your own way to get there, and get excited to take consistent action. My process specifically allows you to find clarity, structure, and confidence to achieve your goals quicker than you would on your own. What makes a coach so unique in your life is that they're a neutral third party in your life and your career. That means they're not emotionally invested in your decisions and your actions like your friends, family, and mentors. So your coaches can help you see things from new perspectives. They don't insert their own opinion or bias, and they can call you out when needed in case you're not moving forward as quickly, efficiently, or in the right direction that you want to be moving in. What does a typical coaching session look like with me? Typically, I work with clients for either 3 or 6 months at a time, depending on the goals that they're working on. We set very specific goals at the beginning of our coaching partnership, and that really lights the way for our sessions of what we're focusing on. We'll start each session by discussing your progress since our last call, because accountability always comes first. Then we'll understand your requested topic for the session. Sessions usually look a lot like me asking a lot of questions, giving you the space to think and dig deeper into what's going on and what's coming up for you, and brainstorming new ideas and new approaches for you to help you move forward again quicker than you would on your own. It really helps you get out of your head when you're moving forward on a project or a goal or a habit. It can be really helpful to just talk through it with a neutral third party who's trained to have these productive conversations with you and help you reflect back themes and different occurrences that are coming up and help you see certain patterns that you have so that you can choose to do things differently in the future. A lot of times we're brainstorming new ideas, mapping out long-term projects, milestones, or having some sort of mindset breakthrough. Again, these could be those patterns that you have that you may be repeating over and over again that are getting in your way. Some examples that you've probably heard this language before: perfectionism, people pleasing, overachieving, things like that. We want to get to the root of some of that and help you choose a different way. A breakthrough is what I like to call that mind blown feeling when you finally see how you've been holding your own self back subconsciously. And by the end of the call, we'll decide on what you want to work on for your next steps and by when. Again, accountability means a lot of structure, so it's very specific in how you want to move your goals and project forward based on the learnings from each session. One of my favorite ways to think about coaching is that it's as if you have a professional organizer for your brain. What are some common coaching topics that come up with my clients? When it comes to leadership skills, a lot of topics that come up with my clients are things like delegating tasks and projects, how to coach and empower your own team members, having difficult conversations with people that you're working with, how to motivate others, set clear expectations, having more confidence as a leader in yourself, and any other situations that come up that might be getting in your way to move forward on your ultimate long-term and short-term goals as a leader. More generally, some other professional goals that tend to come up: prioritizing your tasks and goals on a day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month process. We could be talking about looking for that next job or promotion and how to approach that goal. We're talking about work-life balance a lot, how to structure your schedule, even working through your active listening skills and different communication skills to have you show up as your best in the workplace. And sometimes people also want to look at some personal goals and priorities, ranging anywhere from moving to a new city, their specific habits and routines, like when it comes to sleeping, working out, creating boundaries comes up a lot, having difficult conversations, work-life balance, starting new hobbies, maybe starting or growing a side hustle, and many more. How is coaching different from therapy? I get this question a lot, and I like to emphasize that they are very different, but to some people, they can feel similar in the moment. I'm going to be very general with these terms because there are many different subsets within therapy and within coaching. So I'm going to generalize these as much as I can to make it easy to digest in a quick snippet that we have here. So, in therapy, you're typically looking at your present and the past. For instance, maybe what happened in the past that is influencing how you're feeling today, and it tends to be emotions focused. On the other side, with coaching, you're typically looking at the present and the future. So, where are you today? Where do you want to be in the future? And what do you need to do to get there? So, in the basic form, I like to think of coaching as very future focused, it's very task focused and skill focused. How is coaching different from mentoring? Typically, with mentoring, you're looking for advice from someone who's already been where you want to be. You want to hear about their personal stories, their journey, and ask them a lot of questions about their situation and what they learned along the way. And this is very different from coaching because I firmly believe that you're the expert in your own life, and I'm here to provide you space to come up with your own answers that you've been looking for yourself. And the people that I'm coaching, they're not looking to me to learn from my personal journey, and I'm not where they want to be in the future. They are in their own industry, they're in their own career, and I don't honestly even need to know much about their industry or their specific role to be able to help them because we're focused more on who they are, how they're showing up, and their own specific skill sets themselves. So it's not about me giving them some sort of secret to their career or their industry or even life. It's a lot about themselves. So I'm not here to tell you what to do, talk about my journey, or give you some big secret to life. That's not how I work. How did I first become a coach? After working with my first life coach in 2019, I was so moved by the process that I knew if I could help one person the way that she helped me, that would be more fulfilling than anything I could do in the next 30, 40 years in my corporate career. So I decided to take the jump into a 12-month leadership and coach training program simply to learn as much as I could because I was so fascinated by the process. I wanted to learn more for myself, my personal growth, and again, maybe help a few people along the way. And from there, it quickly snowballed. The more that I started coaching, the more I wanted to keep coaching. And by early 2020, I had officially started Hello Velocity as an LLC, and I went full time in it in October 2020. So during my training program, over 200 hours of training in a group session, I was being coached along the way and coaching other people. I was reading books, I was practicing these skills and these tools myself. And now it's been 5 years of me coaching other people and absolutely loving the process. And sincerely, this work lights me up every single day. And I would be so honored to be on the journey with you as your coach. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions along the way. I'm always just an email away.